Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
So here the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what I enjoyed watching this week when we had a chance to watch them at practice, the easy camaraderie that he has with his offense.
A lot of respect.
A lot of respect, and frankly, I thought it spilled over to the defense. The defensive guys were coming over and teasing and joking with him. You can tell they respect the heck out of him and really want to play well for him.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 22 carries, 79 yards.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league.
It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. Looking to throw.
Open man Lamb. It's complete.
Touchdown!
CeeDee Lamb.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here come the Cardinals now for their first drive. And out will come the leader of this offense, and that, of course, is their signal caller.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game.
And right away, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. He'll drop to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a third down. He'll look to throw.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
He's at the 50, the 30, 10, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Short throw pick six right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll look to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. The tight end Jarwin with it out on the left side. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, Elliott. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well.
Unbelievable.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he will find his man, Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 12-yard line.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
A first down carry by Elliott. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it?
The quick slant caught. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. That really sets him back. A loss of 6.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
We all know how much running backs love getting the ball down near the goal line. They think they're going to find a way into the end zone. He hasn't had that kind of luck so far. Ends up not getting in on the last 2 carries. You know he's going to be upset about a missed opportunity.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Now back to throw. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Deebo Samuel, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. So the Cardinals offense back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 6 catches, 62 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open. This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And this one caught by Max Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Well, this defense for the Cowboys, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
The tight end, Max Williams, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. Here comes the Cardinals punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll start the drive with Elliott, and he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, so much for bluffing the defensive line into thinking that they were going to be able to get to the quarterback. Instead, they sniffed out the screen pass and made a really nice play for lost yardage.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. They'll set up to throw.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
And got his man complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
CeeDee Lamb.
79 yards. And the Cowboys will add on to their lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Extra point now by Boswell. It's good, and it is now 21-7. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Arizona getting ready to go as they take the field.
In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Back to throw.
He'll get this to Connor underneath.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll make it 2nd and short. First carry for James Conner. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter.
A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. They'll drop to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Michael Davis. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Elliott.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now. 2nd and 2. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
Muscle damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. On 2nd down now. It's Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. In 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people.
And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Vernon Butler, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Connor. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. And we check the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
Back to throw here. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
This offense, number 1 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and their run game got them another one there.
A really good stat to lead the league in, isn't it? Because if you keep picking up first downs, sustaining drives, that means you're controlling the football, controlling the clock, and letting your defense rest on the sidelines.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's Samuel, caught left side. A gain of 6 there on first.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
Elliott running right.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Now a man open down the middle of the field and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
On first down, Elliott. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to have it here at their own 15. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
There he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got to dig deep here, doesn't he? Team's losing. He's not playing well either.
And they always tell you, don't press. You'll make things a little bit worse. But in this particular situation, you try and heighten your play a little bit. So far, he's thrown 1 interception. He wants to balance that off with at least 1 touchdown pass in order to get his team back moving forward.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw right side, complete to Williams. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Now the pass, and it's into the arms of Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now, that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
They'll look to throw again.
Once again, he finds Slayton.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Again, he'll drop to throw. Trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Buying time to his left. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They'll look to throw now on first down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 2.
He'll go underneath here to Elliott.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw again.
Well, that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down.
And Boswell's kick is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense,
as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining.
On first down, Connor going to be lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It'll be the Cardinals who get the ball first. They trail here as we resume action in the third quarter. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going right side, he finds Slayton. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The give is to Elliott.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. And that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. It's the former number 4 overall pick, Clelin Ferrell, that got in there to bring him down.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. But just like you said, they've got the lead. Don't do anything silly. Run the football, and that's what they did.
They would have liked to have created a little more room for their punter, but he'll take what they gave him, and he'll go out there now and try and get the ball off and help his defense.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Cardinals' great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10. The football going back over to Arizona now.
They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up.
Yeah.
Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at that time, actually.
I mean, you think he might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. And right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Dancing to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down, and I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Second and 6. He finds Hopkins complete. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Face mask. Defense.
So give him the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30. So now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cardinals cut into that lead. Sometimes a group that gets overlooked, certainly, the offensive line. Right there, they really helped with that score.
Didn't they tell us in our meeting that when we score touchdowns running the ball, that means the offensive line actually scored first by moving people back beyond the end zone? We saw evidence of that on that play.
Cliff Kingsbury going to decide here to leave the offense out and go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So here are the Cowboys to take over. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Again, it's Elliott. And he will have a first down here at about the 40.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And that will be incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They start the drive with Connor. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. An option handoff given to Connor. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. And this will be incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
A couple of first downs has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 4. Catch made by Slayton. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have him looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Hopkins. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by David Long.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And this one quickly to Lamb.
And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On first down, Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 68 yards rushing for him now, as he's done it on 19 carries. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. The false start hurts him there a bit, backs him up to 2nd and 9. After the penalty, it's Elliott. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And it's a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he's on here to punt it away. Good coverage there holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Arizona's offense back out and ready to go. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Micah Parsons able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. He gets them moving forward again with an 8-yard run, but they'll still be left with 14 yards to go on 3rd. He'll look to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's got it to Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He'll drop to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now back to throw. And he's going to drop this off to Williams. Complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Connor. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. Got a man, Slayton. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Back to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. And they'll get this down to the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. Isaac Nada, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. All right, so this one not quite over yet. Back to a 2-score game, CD.
Yeah, you've still got 4+ minutes to go, so when you think about comebacks, it's happened before. Now, it hasn't happened often, but you've got to think to yourself, let's be the next great comeback story and play this one out.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And, Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a 2-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to fashion together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Right back to him on 1st down. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Byron Murphy there on the tackle. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Now a handoff looking right. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Now this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Samuel. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Cardinals forced to burn their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. And to give this time to the tailback. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. He hit his first one, this from 44 yards out now. Boswell's kick is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.